reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. When I go to sleep at night. Only you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. I finally know the reason why, yeah. I'm never really satisfied, yeah. Waking up a paradise, yeah, without you by my side. Imagine I walk through your.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be grabbing the new Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. This is what it looks like. It's an 18 pan palette. She's never done a palette like this before. This one does retail for $78. I did purchase it on the launch, which I got like an extra 10% off, which basically I think covered like shipping or tax or something. I will go over really quick my first impressions on the palette. It is the cardboard packaging, so that's probably where the price point did drop. It does not have any of like her really special glittery shades in it, and what I mean by that, like it has beautiful like duochrome shimmers and such, but it doesn't have like, let's see, I can just grab my pink Mothership palette here. I mean, I can't with this. I still am so obsessed. But like these shades, like this one right here, were set like beautiful glitter shade. This palette right here does not have any of those. So if you're purchasing this palette thinking you're getting that formula, you're not. And another thing, like this is just like a big sticker that's on it, and mine is crooked. I'm someone who like notices those things and then they drive me bonkers. And then like the label on the back where it has the names, that is also a big sticker. And another thing, when I bought it, I did not know this, but these two palettes right here that you've seen me film with before, I'm gonna show you something here and hopefully I can do this. These I believe were like $60 each. So in reality, for the price, if you do not have these two palettes, I say go for this one. Does that look familiar to you right there? Do you notice anything? Maybe like a copy and paste situation. Granted, the pan sizes in this one are larger. Notice anything here? Another copy and paste situation. Basically what you're doing is you're getting the two Star Wars palettes that came out around holiday time last year, put into one bigger palette with smaller pan sizes, and then you're getting these 6 shades right here in the middle that are brand new. So I didn't know that when I purchased it. I wish I had, because I don't know if I would have purchased it, just because I basically already have the palettes and like, yeah. And these ones, the Star Wars ones, for me, they're a little more like collector-y type items, just because, I mean, it's Star Wars. So it does mention on her website, like in a fine print, like down below, that they are like repeat limited edition shades. I just didn't realize that they really were like copy and paste of the two palettes that I did already own. So if you don't have those, you didn't get your hands on them, this is a great time for you to get your hands on those colors because they are gorgeous. I still wanted to dive in and do a look with this palette. I was really inspired by, her name is on Instagram, Rose and Ben. I think her full name is Rose Ciard. Totally probably butchering that, so I apologize. But she did this look with this palette that I'm obsessed with. So that song is like everywhere right now. So I want to recreate and do my own version of this look, like my own twist. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Trying to go for like jewel tones. So like I have a teal colored shirt on and I'm gonna go in with like that royal purple eye. Got my star earrings. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Do not mind my eyebrows. I am a little over a week from having my microblading touched up. I'm a little peely still. Totally don't mind that. Okay, first I'm gonna start off by priming my eyes with my P. Louise Acid Rain Blink Canvas eyeshadow primer. So I will say, if you go to her page, up here on her highlights, she has full tutorials of each look. So she has a full tutorial of this look. So we're just gonna follow along. And I just wanna say, I just wanna go out and buy like every single thing that she mentions in this video. So if I'm broke, I'm blaming it on her. So she starts out with a pinched blender brush. I'm gonna go in with my M433 brush. So it's a blending brush, but it's pinched. She starts out with the deepest purple color called Venomous Void. And she says she wants to go for like a very like blown out kind of smoky look. She starts by taking it on, that's not gonna work, on the side of the brush, on the side of the tip. And then just starts by packing it straight on and into the socket in outer kind of V area. I think I went too far over. Because she keeps like the center area nice and clean. And then once she has it set into place, she taps it in, okay? She goes in and she just continues to build. Okay, and then she takes the same Venomous Void shade on the same brush. She tilts her head back like this, and then she's gonna take it right onto the inner corner here. Ooh. But she does not connect it. She just pops it right here on this inner corner socket. Again, just keeping the product right on the side of the brush. And not connecting the lines. And if you do feel like you did connect it too much, you can just go back in with that eyeshadow primer and just kind of erase that. I'm gonna clean the brush off. Then she goes in with this shade right here called Venusian Orchid. Venusian? We know me and my words. We're gonna take it and same thing, we're just gonna take it on one side on the tip. She just taps it right above that dark purple. She said, trust the process. It has to look crazy before it can look good. So we're trusting the process here and Miss Rose. A little crazy. Thought it would look a little crazier. Next, she goes in with a teeny tiny like detailed brush. I'm gonna take my M326. I'm gonna grab Smoked Amethyst right here. It's the darkest shade in the palette. And she takes it and she says tap it on just in the deep socket points, but keep it contained. Like don't take it up too high.
Why, yeah. I'm never really satisfied, yeah. Waking up a paradise, yeah. Without you by my side. Imagine I walk through your doorway. Imagine skipping all the foreplay. Imagine all the stars.
This is such a beautiful shade with that glitter in it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the thing that she does next is she takes a translucent setting powder, a pink one from Kylie Cosmetics, and then she presses it along up here to kind of set in place, kind of like I would with like my eyebrow setting powder. Never done it like this before, but it looked beautiful. But I don't have a pink powder. The powder I have that is even somewhat close to that is my lavender powder from Fenty Beauty. So we're gonna try it. Maybe I will like this in place of my setting powders. I don't know, but she takes it on a fluffy brush. So I'm gonna grab my JH32 brush. She takes it and she taps off the excess because you don't want to go on too much, she says, and then just tap it along up here And she says when you take it over top of the rest of the shades here, that's where it all starts to melt together. And I do have to say it does look very nice and a lot cleaner on this side than it does on this side. Okay, I'm not mad at that result, like, at all. Turned out really pretty. So what she does next is she takes a base, kind of like the P. Louise makeup base, but it's a bright purple color, which I do not have. So we're gonna have to improvise. This P. Louise original base that I have is the 0.5 in Rumor. It's a little bit brighter than this one. So what we're gonna go in with and what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take some on the back of my hand here. And she goes in with a synthetic like concealer brush. This is just this one's by Glow Cosmetics. And she does all these steps before everything dries down. So we're gonna work quickly one eye at a time. She says don't focus too much, like don't make it such a sharp crease, just set it down. Just gonna set it down real quick. And then she goes in, since I don't have that color that she had, I'm gonna go in with this one right here called Fuchsia Shock, because I think this is gonna emulate more what she did color-wise. And I'm gonna take that right onto the center and drag that up. And then on the same brush, this looks crazy. I'm gonna go in with Violet Void, which is the shade that she used in the video, and take it on the sides. That's so pretty. She takes the vibrant fuchsia and blends it out just a little bit more. Then she goes in with Cosmic right here on her finger, and then taps it right onto the center. Right over top of that, and then she takes it up into like her crease and up here. So it has like more of that like blown out, she calls it pixie dust effect. It is very pretty, not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, my camera needs to focus on the lighting. Okay, there you go. Okay, so from this point on, she grabs a black eyeliner, just a coal black eyeliner. I'm taking this one from Sleek Makeup. It's the Intense Water line. Okay, and then she takes it and builds it up here onto the lash line. Forget like how intense and good this eyeliner is. So I get it on my lower lash line. And then she just takes a smudge brush, like my Morphe 326 that I just used, and just blends it out and smokes it out. She says don't worry too much if it's messy, so try not to be a perfectionist. That's hard. Beautiful. She takes whatever is left and then just takes it onto the lower lash line. Don't worry, my mistake turned into the next step. I'm nervous to do this next step because I've never done this before, but she scrapes out this shade right here called Cosmic, the one that we put right on the top of the center. She's gonna scrape it out. I'm gonna scrape it out and put it on this little petri dish. It's like goes against everything I have ever known. Okay, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but there's just a little bit right there. We're gonna start with just that little bit. She takes the Mario mixing medium that I purchased. So glad I purchased this. And she puts just a drop or two on here and then mixes it up. So I'm gonna grab my JH42 brush again. And I'm going to take that little mixture we just did, and we're gonna pop it right onto the center here. Ooh, And then drag it up through the center here. And then she also takes it and puts it here onto her tear duct. That's pretty. So what she does is she takes basically some micellar water on a brush to clean up her under eye. I don't have any, so I'm just gonna use my makeup remover and then this kabuki brush, little detail kabuki brush that I got on Amazon. She just takes a tiny bit, she kind of pounces like excess off on her hand and then goes through and cleans this up. I like that trick. It was very nice and snazzy actually. Look at that. She said this line right here prevents you from like going too far up as you clean it up. Okay, and then she actually goes in on the inner corner here and then pulls it like straight up. Because she said that's where like you end up pulling your eye down. I really like this tip. This is very nice. I kept with like the kind of roundish shape that she was talking about without it being like too much. Okay, so from this point, this is where she goes in and applies her false lashes. So I will go ahead and do that. I'm gonna grab my Milk Kush mascara and apply this to my upper lashes only. And then I'm gonna take my Rain lashes in the style Fiji. Okay, at this point, this is where she goes off camera and finishes her face, her base. I'm gonna go in with my Pat McGrath Labs foundation. I've already got some here in the palm of my hand, just keeping it with the theme here. Okay, and I'm gonna take my beautiful Pure X Barbie foundation brush, kabuki, and I'm gonna just, I've been loving this brush for like pushing the foundation in. This is something that Rose talked about a lot in her videos. I've just obviously been on a Rose kick watching all of her stuff. As she pushes it in, this is what she says to do for her oily skin girls, which, hi, that's me. I've slightly been obsessed with this brush lately, not just because of how beautiful it is. I like that I can like pinch it and get into tight areas like this, and then have it cover a lot of area here. There's a lot of movement to it. Like it's not so stiff. And then what she does is, I have the product that she used for this step, so I think I'm gonna try it out. She takes the Makeup Forever stick, which she said is what she used all over her face. She takes it, and then she takes like a little kabuki type brush like this and covers it and then wipes off like the excess. And then she'll go in and use it kind of like she did with that other brush. And she says that just like melts everything together while brightening this like inner corner area up. Very nice. I do like these tips. Now for concealer, I'm gonna go in with my Jouer Essential High Coverage. I've been changing up the way I apply my concealer lately. Like I've just been dotting a little bit here, dotting a little bit there. Like under the outer corner, taking some on the center, and then obviously here as well. Breaking out a lot right here lately. Beautiful thing. Then I'm taking my damp beauty blender.
I go to sleep at night. When I go to sleep at night. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. I finally know the reason why, yeah. I'm never really satisfied, yeah. Waking up a paradise, yeah, without you by my side. Imagine I walk through your doorway. Imagine skipping all the foreplay. Imagine all the stars in one place. 'Cause you really make me wanna fly. Cross my heart and hope to die. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. When I go to sleep at night. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. You really make me wanna fly. Cross my heart and hope to die. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. You really make me wanna fly. Cross my heart and hope to die. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night.
Okay, so my face is done, my brows are done. So what she does is she says grab the palette and look for a shade to use for your blush, which would be this one. We used it in the crease, so now we're gonna use it as our blush. I'm gonna take it on this beautiful Pure X Barbie brush. It's just like the tapered kind of highlight brush, and then just pop it right onto our cheek. Next, she takes that same black liner that we used earlier. So I'm gonna grab my Sleek Makeup water liner, intense water liner, and she takes it, she runs it on the lower lash line here. This is seriously like the best black hole water liner. She takes it on the top and the bottom. The only thing I don't like about doing this is it gets on my contacts, and then I have like little black specks on my contacts. She also takes it a little underneath the lower lash here, on top of where all that was earlier. And then she takes a brush like this one, the M326, and pushes it in to like between the lashes here. That's dark. Darker than I normally go on my lower lash line. That's what she just said. That's what she said. Then she goes back into the palette here, grabbing this shade for Venomous Void. I'm taking it back on the same brush we used earlier, the M433, and then taking it along that lower lash line to really blow it out. Whew. It's intense. And then she goes back in, grabbing Cosmic right here. I'm putting more of it on the inner tear duct here. And I'm gonna just kind of slightly blend that into that lower lash line. Okay, now this is where it gets a lot of fun. Or a lot of fun. Is that even proper English? Probably not. But this is where it's gonna get fun, in that she's taking rhinestones. No, I have so many rhinestones back from my dance and pageant days. I've got some purples, I've got ABs, I've got some little ABs. We're gonna have some fun. So I'm just gonna grab my clear lash glue by Sassy. And it's a little brush applicator. It's different than any of like the brush applicators that you usually see. Grabbing my cell phone to pop this on. I mean, hey, it matches the look. That's not what I want though. This glue though, will tell you, it freaking stinks. I don't know what a fish butt smells like, but this is what I think fish butt would smell like. And this is just like a rhinestone applicator. These ones have like a little more of a golden tone, which I think will be really pretty overall with this look. So I need my cell phone so I can kind of see like where she went. She takes them all the way out. I mean, it's a vibe, right?
Cross my heart and hope to die. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I dig it. I don't know. One more right there. One more right there. The little one. Husband's FaceTiming me and he's in the other room. Hello?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Eating crackers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, don't shove that in my face. I'm hungry.
Come in and have some.
Okay.
Take a break. Come on.
Yeah. Drops one like right there. I'm tempted to do a purple one because I kind of can see how it just needs like a little something more. Great, if I do that though, it'll be like too much. We'll try it. If I don't like it, we'll replace it. I'm gonna think on it for a second. I'm gonna think. And we're gonna do the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, now both eyes are done and like I'm feeling very like whoof. Like, should I go to the grocery store after this? Should I go to Ulta? Be like, what's up guys? Be like just totally serious. And just like, people are like, what's on your face? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean what's on my face? You weren't born this way? What? That sucks. Very whoosh. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply some lower mascara. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Giga Black Extended Play Lashes. I think she had lower mascara on before the rhinestoning, but oh well. I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty lip liner in the color Muse. This is like a very cool toned lip liner. And then I'm gonna take my Tarte lipstick in the color Beach Bum, and I'm gonna tap that on. Just because I want to like mute out my natural lip color just a little bit because it was like a little too bright. Then I'm gonna go in with this Pat McGrath lip gloss in the color Lavendering, and I think this will go perfect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do any of like my 90s or 80s babies remember when there was that lipstick? I can't remember if it was like by Bonneville or Wet n Wild, and it was like that frost purple lipstick. I remember being in like middle school and that came out, and like the older girls school, like 8th graders walking around and they had that lipstick on, and I remember looking at them going, oh my gosh, they're so cool in that lipstick. I need that lipstick. And then my mom finally let me buy it and I was like, oh, I've made it. This is what this reminds me of. Okay, you guys, so this is the final result using the new Pat McGrath Mothership Celestial Divinity palette that she came out with for the holidays. Like I said, I already had these shades in these two Star Wars Pat McGrath palettes, but if you did not get your hands on them, this is a good way to get them. And being that I spent $65 on each of these, I got like the double pack that brought it down to like 110 or something like that. And then you can get all of both palettes and 6 more for $78 in this palette. I say if you don't have it, go get it. It's beautiful. You will not regret it. So yeah, that's it for this look. She did not put a highlighter on, probably for obvious reasons. So I'm going to keep it just like this. If you guys liked this video, go ahead and give it a big old thumbs up. Leave any comments, requests, questions, anything down below. I love to talk to you guys. And I will, or yeah, go ahead and hit that notification bell right there too. And join the Allie Ann clan so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.